Hello YouTube, this is King77 Carmen, and this will be a review of the 1 to 144th scale high grade 00 Trans Am version from Gundam 00 Season 2. I've had this kit for a long time, and really been looking forward to reviewing it, and just never had the time. I have done some modifications from the basic thing. Like, the gem comes in as just a clear piece. I painted it red with a Sharpie. I used the stickers for the horns, and all the clear circle pieces I used a green Sharpie for. Or did I use a Gundam mark? No, I used a Sharpie for these to give them the nice all clear green effect. This other stickers, they all have the holofoil stickers under them. So there's the back of the head one, just for reference for what is under all of these, and that gives it the sparkly effect under it. You got these side sticker pieces, and that's pretty much it for stickers on the 00. And Riser, actually, yeah, except for the weapons. The weapons have some stickers. Articulation on this kit, it's just outrageous how much articulation they packed into this. Head's on a 00 ball joint, so it goes forward and back, side to side. Can go 360, which I'm not going to do because I really don't feel like it. The GN drives are on a ball joint, so they can go all the way around here, all the way down and up. A hinge, or a peg hinge here, so they can go all the way in front to use them as the shields, like they did in one episode. These are on a peg hinge, so they can spin 360, go out about that far. And I don't want to waste it too much because I don't want to wreck the support for the riser. The arms are on a hinge polycap ball joint. They can go out that far. Back in, up, all the way there. They'd go 360, but you have to tweak the arm just because of the GN drives. Arm can go out that far. It bends to the point where it can touch its own shoulder. No, it can't. I just knocked off the hand. You get more than a 90, but less than enough to touch the shoulder. But not really that important. It's on a double ball joint, kinda, because there's a ball joint in here on the upper torso that really doesn't give it that much movement, but there is some. Can move forward and back and go 360 at here at the base. The side skirts are on those crap little peg ball joints, which really suck. Same thing with the front skirt, except it's a lot more secure than the side skirts. Got a nice, really nice movement. Back skirt doesn't move. The beam sabers can move out to the side, and they don't swing. They just plug back in over here. I just leave them down because I never use them using those. Never display him using those. For legs, they can go out that far, back that far, out as that far. The legs can go for a full bend to touch. The little ankle guards can move out so you can bend it and have them crouch like that. The foot can move 360 on a peg in here. If you can get out, there's a peg into a peg polycap in there. Which this then has a ball joint that goes into a hinge in here with another thing, so you can go rock forward and back, side to side. You can do the splits with this thing. And boom. Just let me lower the camera. He can do the splits without trying. It's really quite amazing that they got a kit to do that. I totally forgot the hip swivel in here. It's a nice 360 thing. And then it has the 00 hips, so it can go side to side and forward to back at the waist. Weapons that you would get with any other normal version of the Gundam 00. I'm not quite sure if it did come with beam saber, or I'm pretty sure it came with the two pink beams for the beam sabers, and then the two GN Sword 2s, which have a clear piece which I painted blue with a Sharpie and this little foil sticker. They do get kind of loose. The little handguard does flop out. You can transform them by pulling this off, spinning this sideways, flipping that forward, and putting down the hander to the rifle form. But Cessna barely uses this weapon. I mostly leave it as a sword. And with the little peg here on it, it does peg into the side skirt, which it works, kinda. You can have him have both his swords on his side skirts. And I'm not sure if you had to get the double O riser to get these, but he does have with the two little GN shield bits things that hook onto the bottom of the GN drive. I'm pretty sure they came stock on him in a normal kit. And if you can hear my parents out there, I'm sorry. They can just go on the side, and that's basically what you'd get if you'd purchase a normal double O. Excluding these, I'm not quite sure. Oh, and you get an open hand, so I didn't, for some reason the panel line came undone out of it. I get an open left hand as normal for most kits. But if you bought the designer colors version, you get the O-riser, which is also in Trans Am, and there's no stickers on it, just an orange clear part, which is really quite cool. Didn't have to paint that. And it also comes with a clear green stand. And if you got the designer version, you get one step up from that, and you get the connector for the double-sided sword, which I'm not going to do because it's such a hassle to pull off. And I got more to do. It also has a little cap piece in here, which I just never have on, so since I normally have it on a stand. And one of the beam saber things just fell out, which really quite sucks. The O-riser also has one of the panels, but there again, I normally have them folded up for O-riser form. So, yeah. And I totally forgot about all the stickers on the bottom. Got one here, one here, one here, one here. And then the two on the back fan piece. And that's pretty much the only stickers on it. Articulation, these can move in and out. This can kind of move side to side. These can fold all the way out, fold all the way in. And then these little things can open up. That's mostly for, I'm pretty sure this is just how it was with like them bent in. I'm just going to set this down here. But with the Trans Am version, it's the first kit you can get the GN Sword 3 with, which is awesome. It has a clear green piece with two pink pieces on the side. It can fold back into the rifle form, just like Exia's did. You can fold up, and to attach this onto the arm, you need to have it open. Put the peg into the hand, and somehow finagle it, because sometimes on mine it locks up. And it should fold in and connect into the rest of the arm. If it would. It's just being there we go. Sometimes the hand doesn't go all the way in because I think I left a little too much flash. And why is it not connecting? The little peg should connect into the hole in the arm where you can put the shield dagger things. And I just hit the tip of the camera for it with the sword. It gives him a nice long Exia style blade. He used that for most of the second part of the season, or second part of the second season. Also, you get a whole bunch of beam effect parts for the double O riser form. So the two little shield bits can also come off, and then they transform by slipping these pieces down. I'm sorry because my thing keeps trying to autofocus on double O. Move him out of the way. Moving those down and pulling the blade out. And on this one, pulling off the piece, pulling the blade down, and dropping the piece. You need to do the drop. You need to drop the piece to transform it, and then connect the two halves of the shield, and put this piece in the lock. The little tab hooks into the hole, and it'll only go one way, which really sucks, but still. Come on. And maybe I'm putting it the wrong way. Nope, I had it right. Sometimes it doesn't work, or sometimes it just fights you like this. But there again, I'm doing this from behind the camera. And then you get the shield. It doesn't come with the Celestial Being logos like the designer color, which kind of sucks. You can mount this on the arm, but I never use this shield because it's worthless to me. To transform the O-riser into the combination pieces for the double O-riser, just unslot the two wing pieces, pull, it should be collapsed in like this, pull and fold, and then it's ready to connect to the back. These, I flip them out, open the V piece, flip the little connector up, and then you're done with these. Boom. These just kind of got loose, so I just flop them over. To connect them, one piece goes inside the GN drive, one piece goes in there and one in there, and that locks it on. Yeah. You need to move these out of the way first. And I'm sorry it's getting all fuzzy. Stupid autofocus. There's the two binders, and for the back piece you just plug it into the hole in the back. And you have the 00 in its glory, in its O-Riser form. And for the Trans Am version, you also get all the riser sword parts. You get two of these clear pink effect parts for the GN Sword 2s, which you just slot on. Come on, focus. If you... you just slot them into the holes where the rifles look like they are coming out of. And you just slot them right in. And then you have the riser sword, you go slash. It's a nice thick effect part. When I display it with this, which I hardly ever do, I normally transform it to rifle form, because then it looks like this is shooting out one giant clear pink beam. But I don't use these. I use the awesome one, the riser sword. I did glue this tip in and down the side. I gave it enough room so I can still split it a bit just in case. But you fit this over the clear, and it plugs into the holes on the back. If you can see, and it's in there nice secure. And now you have the riser sword, and can go slash right through a station or wherever Cessna wants to destroy. And since it does come with a stand, you can just out of the box get them in a nice I am going to cut you in half pose. With the other hand where I put right here. And have him over his head like riser sword to destroy your face. And he flies. Yes. It's a little known fact about the kit, but it can fly. And you can't see his head in there, but he looks awesome. Let's just right to the camera. And he has his wings all folded out, and with the giant riser sword, this thing can get massive. And he can stand up while doing this too. I love this kit. I do recommend this if you love 00, if you love pink kits, because this is pink. I know it's not manly, but the 00 pulls it off nicely. And it's one of the only ways, other than buying now the GN Sword 3 version of the 00, to get the GN Sword 3. But it's the only way to get the clear pink parts for the 00 Riser Sword. And also these other pieces, and the only way to get this piece, other than getting the designer version. Not sure if the condenser type version comes with it. A great kit, love it, recommend it. This is King77 Carmen, signing out.